Have you been wanting to get into anime? Are you just here to judge my top 5 picks? In today's video, we're going to be covering what I think is the 5 best anime for beginners. So this is going to be anime that's great, if you're just starting off, maybe you want to, help get a friend into anime. Yeah, this list is going to be based on what I have seen. So I've not seen, every anime. So these are just my recommendations. And disclaimer, it's just my opinion. I want this to be an open space though, like I usually do for all my videos. So leave your 5 recommendations for somebody just getting into anime of what they should watch in the comment section below. So my question of the day is, what are the 5 anime that you recommend for beginners? So I have 4 criteria for having a good beginner anime. So first, it has to be enjoyable, obviously. Everybody wants a good anime to watch, right? Next, there has to be little to no filler. And if you're new to anime, what that means, it's just an episode that does not really follow the manga, which is the written version, or it's not really a main part of the plot. It's just in there to fill in extra space, hence the word filler. Number 3, it has to be bingeable. So it has to be relatively short and you have to be able, to continually watch it without having to dedicate a lot of time to it. So for me, this is anywhere from 12 to 26 episodes. Most anime episodes are around like 20 minutes or so. And then lastly, we have to have minor weird stuff or just the right amount of weird, right? So, there's a little stigma with anime, like it's weird, there definitely is some weird anime out there. So, there's weird everything out there. There's gonna be weird versions of everything you can think of out there. So for the 5 anime that I chose, I kind of split it up into genre and, kind of the style of the anime. So first we have something that anyone can watch. Next we have action, adventure, or fantasy kind of vibe. Next we have comedy, so if you want a good laugh. So next we have slice of life or drama, so if you don't want to see a lot of action anime, then that might be a good choice for you. And then we have thriller and suspense. So I think that covers a wide area of anime. So before I get started, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you make sure you subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and then you'll be notified if a new video goes up, and it may just be like this one. So starting off, anime number 1. This is the anime that anybody can watch, right? So I personally would recommend The Promised Neverland. And more specifically, it would be just season 1, which is on Netflix. I think Hulu too. So the reason I recommend this is only 12 episodes. Is really short. That means I think it's like a total of like 4 hours or so. You can split that up however you want to. You can watch it in one day, over multiple days, however you want to do that. This anime pretty much just gets straight to the point without kind of spoiling anything. I guess like a little summary I can give. It is orphans who don't go through the best time and maybe they gotta find their way out of something. I don't know. If that interests you, you may want to see that. But it's definitely really good, super good plot. Easy recommend. Now a lot of people didn't watch the second season because it didn't follow the manga. I didn't watch it, so that's what other people say, so watch at your own risk. But the first season, really good, highly recommend that. Alright, so for the next one, we got action, adventure, or fantasy. And for this one, I recommend Jujutsu Kaisen. So this is one of my favorite anime out there yet. And I like it because this is also relatively short. It's only 24 episodes. It's got a great plot. It's got great action, great animation, and it is relatively new. So this one I really highly recommend to anybody who wants to see some action, also some great plot, get straight to the point without spoiling anything. It is about a world with cursed spirits, and you got people who fight these cursed spirits, and something happens with the main character that may involve being a cursed spirit. I don't know. If you want to watch it, make sure you watch it. Highly recommend it. Seriously, one of my favorite anime. So next up, we got comedy. So I really have not seen too much comedy anime. So mine's a mixture of action and comedy. You may have heard it before. It is One Punch Man. So One Punch Man is 2 seasons of 12 episodes each. So it's 24 episodes. Now this show has great animation. It is super funny despite being an action anime too. And honestly, the first episode of this anime is a good mixture of, the action, comedy. It gives a good feel of how the anime is going to be. So again, without spoiling it, it's even in the name. There's a dude who can, beat everybody in one punch, and then you follow his life with him beating people in one punch. Also, this anime does have a little bit of weird tendencies, but it's a comedy, so I think it fits perfectly fine. Next up, we got slice of life or drama. So if you're not into the whole action thing, maybe you just want a good plot, then I would recommend to watch Your Lie in April. So this anime is only 22 episodes. I believe I finished it in like 2 days or so, and it has a really good plot. It's very emotional, as you heard, like a lot of people. It made me cry. Yeah, just a good story, again, without spoiling anything. It deals with a boy who plays a piano, and maybe he loses his touch with playing the piano and he has to get back into it. It may not sound interesting right off the bat, but I'm telling you, is super good. It also even has a little bit of romance in there. So, you know, if you're into romance too, hey, go check that out. So lastly, we got thriller and suspense. And before I say what that is, I actually do have some bonus ones and honorable mentions I'm gonna mention after that. So if you want to stick after, you know, stay after that. So I couldn't really pick one for this one. I kind of chose two. So there's one that's shorter, and then there's one, if you want to watch a little bit of a longer one, then you can watch that too. Or you can watch both. So for the shorter one, we got Erased. This is honestly one of my favorite anime too. It is only 12 episodes. I'm telling you, I'm so surprised with how much they can fit in 12 episodes. So it is psychological thriller, suspense, mystery, a little bit of science fiction too. Super good, you know. Might have a little bit of time travel. Might have to, you know, save somebody from dying in the past. I don't know. Go watch it. So next up, if you want to watch a suspense or thriller that is a little bit longer, I would recommend Death Note, as you probably heard from a lot of people. So this is pretty mainstream, and it's mainstream for a reason. I honestly love this anime too. So it's not too long, you know, it's 37 episodes. This is also on Netflix, I believe. But yeah, really good plot, great suspense. You know, it's kind of like a mastermind anime. Is this person's plan gonna work out? Is it not gonna work out? You know, you had to watch the anime to see. So again, without giving any major spoilers or anything, it's about somebody who finds some notebook where you know, if you write their name in it, they may die. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, watch that. And no, don't watch the live action one if you ever see that. Watch the anime version, not the live action, please. Yes, those are my 5 picks. I know it's a little bit like almost like 6 because I couldn't choose between those two. So, you know, if you want to choose the shorter one, choose Erase. If you want the long one, choose Death Note for the thriller or suspense. So now for my honorable mentions, one of my favorite, we got Vinland Saga. So this is about Vikings. It's a great story, super great story, seriously. Especially the ending. I can't wait for season 2. It's just really great animation, great action, great plot. Seriously, it's just amazing. Next up, we got Attack on Titan. So these giants, which are called Titans, you know, wreak havoc. And, you know, there needs to be somebody to take them down. So this is a great anime if you want action and then also like kind of like a dark fantasy. So, you know, stuff in there, it's a bit tragic. Another one is Demon Slayer. So, you know, people slay demons. Great action, great fantasy. It's awesome. Next up, we got My Hero Academia. You know, a lot of people will sometimes hate on that, but I think it's a really easy story to follow. It's a hero story, underdog story. Someone inherits a power, and then you find their story of, you know, what they do with it over time. Maybe that person can't control the power to its full extent yet. And then lastly, my last recommendation would be The Rising of the Shield Hero. So if you're into like video games, this is an isekai anime, which means transporting to another world or a video game world. And I just really enjoy this anime. I can't wait for the next season. Yeah, it's just a really solid choice. So those are my recommendations for any anime newcomers. So let me know if this helped you get into some anime. Let me know which one you're gonna start if you're new. And also, if you're an experienced anime watcher and you were just watching to see what I recommended, leave comments down below what you would recommend. Because remember, this is just my opinion and I've only seen, you know, a certain amount of anime. If you want to see all the anime that I've watched, make sure you watch my anime tier list of 2021, where I rate every single anime that I've seen so far. But yeah, otherwise than that, I just appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more anime videos like this, please subscribe. Also turn on those post notifications, and then let me know what kind of different anime videos you want to see too. Otherwise than that, peace out, y'all. Enjoy that anime.